Today I want to show you the BMW E3 Story. The the car known initially as the E3 was a luxury class model from BMW with a six-cylinder inline engine that appeared on the market in autumn 1968. The E3 was the first vehicle from BMW with the factory code designation E and was intended to compete against the S-Class from Daimler-Benz. That was the Mercedes-Benz V108, the V109 and V116, and the KHD series from Opel. The E9 Coupe variant was derived from the E3, and the successor to the E3 was the first 7 Series E23, introduced in May 1977. There you could see on the picture a BMW 2500 from 1968 to 1971. The model history background. After production of the structurally outdated Baroque Angel, the BMW 3200S with a V8 engine stopped. BMW no longer had a luxury class sedan in its range for a few years. After massive economic difficulties, BMW came onto the market in 1961 with the Neue Klasse, new class. The four-door BMW 1500 Type 150 with a new mid-range series. The range was expanded downwards in 1966 with the two-door vehicles from the O2 series Type 114. These two model series were very successful, so that by the mid-1960s the economic problems had been overcome and the car range could be supplemented again with a luxury class sedan. The E3 models initially called large class. Model history technology. The E3 has neither designed nor technology similarities with the earlier Baroque Angel. The E3 has a straight radar sporty looking self-supporting body. The forward sloping front section with BMW kidney and round headlights introduced with the new class remained a distinctive feature of BMW cars until the 1990s. The double headlights were new, the radiator grille was made of plastic ABS, which was not yet common at the time. The trunk offers 600 liters of volume. The double headlights, oh no, I forgot. The performance is relatively good because the car is more compact and therefore lighter than its competitors' models. The new M30 six-cylinder inline engines are structurally based on the four-cylinder engines of the new class. They have a grey cast iron engine block, a cross-flow cylinder head made of light alloy, and an overheat camshaft that operates the opposing valves via rocker arms. They were used with modifications until 1994 and enjoy a good reputation in the specialist press. Some sources state that the engines were initially designated MO6. The E3 broke new ground in the design of the oil pump ejection system, the lubricating oil circuit, and the free-circuit cooling system. A 4-speed manual transmission from ZF and a split cardan shaft transfer, the power to the rear axle, and automatic transmission was also available as an option. The chassis is based on that of the new class Neue Klasse models. Through corrections with an inclination of the axis of the McPherson struts to the pivot axis, the good driving characteristics of previous BMW models were exceeded, and despite the higher front axle load, easier steerability was achieved than with the BMW 2000. Nivo mud spring struts from Boge with automatic leveling were used on the semi-trailing rear axle. Another difference is the use of disc brakes on the rear wheels too. A radar sporty suspension setup differentiates the BMW E3 from other luxury cars of the time. The electrical equipment includes, among other things, a 500 V three-phase alternator, a heated rear window, rear fog lights, and 4 halogen headlights. The models and main teas Part 1. In 1968, the BMW E3 was initially introduced as the BMW 2500 and BMW 2800, replaced in 1974 by the BMW 2.8L. The mixture was initially prepared in two register carburetors. The BMW 3.0S followed in 1971 with a higher engine output thanks to a larger displacement. The range of mixture preparation systems in the BMW 3.0 SI was supplemented by intake manifold injection. The second E3 series, available from summer 1971, was characterized by small external changes. In addition to other rims, the forced ventilation of the interior was relocated to the slots next to the rear window due to the elimination of the side grills in the C-pillar. The radiator grille was matte black instead of chrome. The rear lights had a different division of the light chambers, and additional trimmed ribs were introduced at the set on the rebate at the level of the belt line and continued over the front leg on models with larger engine displacement. In addition to the well-known six-cylinder engines, larger machines were also being developed. Some were even already running on test benches. Models and Maintenance Part 2. In addition to the well-known six-cylinder engines, larger machines were also being developed. Some were even already running on test benches. These included 8-cylinder engines with a displacement of between 4 and 5 liters and an approximately 5-liter 12-cylinder V engine that produced around 227 kilowatt or 310 horsepower. In 1973, an 8-cylinder engine was installed as a test in a coupe from the E9 series. This approximately 205 kilowatt, 280 horsepower car was driven by Bernhard Oswald, head of development at the time. In August 1974, a new body variant with a wheelbase extended by 100 mm was introduced. In the BMW 2.8L and BMW 3.0L, at the same time, the vehicle interior was equipped to a higher quality. At the same time, only for the long version, a new engine variant with more displacement was introduced with a BMW 3.3L, which later came with intake manifold injection and a slightly reduced displacement, but significantly reduced consumption as the BMW 3.3 Li compared to the BMW 3.0 SI. Although no additional power, however, it offered a better torque curve. When it came to the sedan, they went one step further and put the V12 in a BMW 3.0L in the same year. The front area had to be extended by 80 mm so that the engine could fit inside. The vehicle reached almost 240 kilometers per hour. Around 5 of the large 12-cylinder engines were made by hand. However, after the first oil crisis in 1973-1974, BMW stopped using it in large sedans and coupes. The model name. There is no separate, coherent model name for the vehicles in this model series. Only the displacement size is given as the model name. However, since the engine range of BMW vehicles in the smaller vehicle classes does not overlap with the displacement sizes of the BMW E3, a clear distinction between them is possible. The BMW E3, designed by Wilhelm Hofmeister, is divided into the following basic models: BMW 2500, displacement in cubic centimeters; BMW 2800 from 1974, the BMW 2.8, and the BMW 3.0, displacement in liters, and the BMW 3.3. The type designations were sometimes combined, supplemented by suffixed letters indicating higher engine performance: S for sport, intake main fluid injection for I injection, or the extended wheelbase in conjunction with higher quality equipment: L for long luxury. Yes. The image overview, there you can see the blue one, that's a BMW 2800 from 1971 to 1973. Then you can see the 3.3 Li at the side view, the gray one. Then you can see the orange one, yes, that is from the rear view, with from 1971 to 1977 was built. Then you can see a green one, BMW 3.0S or 3.0S from 1971 to 1977. And you can see the BMW Bavaria, the US model, from 1973. The interesting facts was that all engines were BMW M36 cylinder inline engines. The maximum speed or acceleration in brackets applies to vehicles with automatic transmission. The 3.3L and 3.3Li vehicles were equipped with an automatic transmission as standard. A manual transmission was only available upon special request. There you can see the engine as well on the picture. The production steels. The BMW E3 was produced in a total number of around 190,000 vehicles, and you can see here the production of it. Then you can see special versions that was based on a BMW 2500. That Carrozzeria Bertone designed the two-seat concept vehicle Bertone. The BMW 2800 Spike Up in 1969, which had an electrically operated hardtop and was discussed as a potential successor to the BMW 507. The BMW California was as well so a car that it's both the same. So the BMW California from 2021, the Italian designer Pietro Frua built a fastback coupe in 1971 and 1972, and there you can see it, the BMW 2800 California, and that based on a 2800 and a 3.0S, and another one with a different design based on a 3.0 SI. The UP Bavarian restoration company Marcelleria converted an E3 into a 4-seat full convertible without a top, which was named California. It is part of the Wonder Car collection, which currently consists of 4 E3s, which also includes a model that was designed based on the BMW art cars. There you can see also a BMW 3.0 SI Crayford E-State was also a special model. The BMW Wonder Car New Horizon art car you can see also be there. It's an art car designed, and yeah, and it's very colorful. You can see there. Then it gives a BMW 3.0 3.0 S race car, and that's a part 1 from that. The RGB season final 2004 on the Nürburgring. It was be there. It was before the crash. Was it a Group 1 car? Then the car was rebuilding because it was wrecked, and it was decided to build a vehicle according to the regulations for Group 2. Then you can see here the part 2 with the race car, how it sees after the crash. The point was that a truck was crashed into the car. The car was totally damaged about that crash, and the floor assembly had a diagonal distortion of several centimeters. The entire roof structure moved forward, all 4 doors openings shifted, and this was the end of production of the BMW E3. was built from 1968 to 1977. This was such a great car.